Sup dogs, TheOdie here and welcome to a brand new series called Project Horror. For this first episode, it will be called The Concept. Now, if you've been watching my monthly developer review, then you already got a hint of what sort of shenanigans I've been doing. But a while back, I've been investigating a little plugin called MZ3D, and pretty much as it sounds, it takes RPG Maker and converts it into a 3D engine. As crazy as that sounds, it really made me wonder, is that worth it? Well, after I did review MZ3D in that video, I did end up saying I actually really enjoy being able to swap perspective. It's very niche, but I think some very clever ideas can come out of it. And not gonna lie, I already got one stirring in the back of my head. So allow me to introduce to you the concept to my next horror game called Captive. You are my idol. So as you can imagine, you play as an online personality. Her name is Aylin, and of course, me being me, I had to add the little charm of making a horror game let's player. Anyway, things starts off quite immediate. Imagine this. The game starts in your typical RPG Maker 2D layout. Aylin is at her desk, giving an intro to her next game that she is playing. Then, suddenly, she awakens in a daze, and the odd feeling continues. You see, the lighting and ambience of her room is familiar, but the ceiling is all wrong. She rolls over on her right and spots a staircase, but sitting on the very bottom step is an unfamiliar man. He speaks, and those first words heard are, "Good, you're awake." As you can imagine, this horror game is a bit psychological, but more so drives on tension. Will you escape, or are you doomed to be his victim? There are some situations where you may find yourself the opportunity to come up with a plan, to try attacking him when you suspect his guard to be down. But he's probably thinking the same thing. And chances, like in most real life cases, it ain't gonna end too well. Now, before I cover any more of the game, I do have to give the disclaimer that this is a complete work of fiction. Any name in any events that happens is completely and purely coincidental. Kidnapping is a serious topic. The thing that makes this game a work of fiction and completely a game is that as it so happens that your kidnapper happens to be a fan. Huge fan of Aylin's. Hence the portion of the title that is, "You are my idol." As you can expect, he kidnapped her with the expectations to make her his, but also so that she can play his video game. Now, the unique thing about MZ3D is the ability of switching from 2D into 3D. And I feel like the unique part about that is that sort of uncanny valley that we hit during that transition. And it kind of gives us this idea that, hey, in 2D, we're a little bit safe, but once we convert over to 3D, things gets a little bit more serious. Tension rises. And, well, your next move could be the move that gives you game over. So, going back to this kidnapper, and he has this crazy idea to make Aylin fall in love with him. And of course, that's by feeding her. But to impress her, he actually goes out of the way and cooks all of the meals. But these dinners are the most crucial part towards Aylin's escape. Consider this. You're sitting at the dinner table, the room is dimly lit, and across you, your kidnapper. What you say, whatever you do, matters. This is the moment the game takes place in 3D. And this is the moment Aylin can consider one of two options. She can try to deceive him, make him actually believe that she is into the guy. Hopefully he lowers his guard and gives Aylin the slight opportunity to escape. Or she can just keep everything in, try to be more observant with the items around her, maybe pick up on a clue towards her escape, or what she can possibly use for chance to run. So in classic TheOdie fashion, there will be multiple endings, but the ending you get will be the canonical ending for Aylin. Will you escape? Or will you forever be stuck in his basement? Or even in the worst case scenario, you just end up not surviving at all. Or I guess in some situation that might even be the best case scenario. But say you do escape, then which route will you go? In the next video of Making Horror, I will go ahead and show the game in great lengths. Now it will take some time because I do want to complete the game so that it releases alongside that video. But if any of this piques your interest, then do consider hitting that subscribe button. A like would be very much appreciated, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, lock your windows and stay safe. Later.